artists. This video is going to show you how to edit your photo so that it is ready for our project for the up close and personal in Painting One. So after you have taken your photo, make sure to either take it on your iPad or then send it to your iPad, and then open up your photos, find it. Here's my photo. Awesome. So to help us make sure that our proportions are going to be accurate to our canvas size is going to be important. So to be able to do that, we want to have a standard size. When I took my photo, I cropped it in pretty close, so it's not like I'm taking a photo from far away. If I took this picture of the succulent from several feet away, and then I tried to crop in, I'm not going to get all the same details that I can see now. This is actually really well detailed now that I'm looking at it. I'm just taking on my phone. But we want it to be a similar, like an easy proportion to transfer onto the canvas. You won't be doing transfer paper, you will be drawing out your design, and I'll show you some tricks for making that happen. But let's go into the editing. At this point, I could decide, is there any lighting I want to change? Oh, I actually like that better. Feel free to edit your photo, not to crazy colors, but just to enhance it if it's a little dark, or feel free to play around with these different enhancements if you'd like. Then you'll go over to the crop button on the left side, this bottom button with the overlapping squares. And don't just, if you want to crop out extra background space that you don't want, feel free. So maybe I want to come in a little bit closer here. But then up at the top, where it says done, move over 2 buttons. There's the 3 dots, and then there are these overlapping squares, just highlighted yellow. And then now I can get it to an exact proportion so that when I'm trying to transfer it, draw out the shapes onto my canvas, I know that the canvas is the same proportion. So what the options are that I would recommend is either turn it into a square if that worked for your canvas, and then I can still move around and recenter my design if I wanted. I could even zoom in more if I wanted. That's kind of cool. So either do square or the 4x3. And again, I can move this around or zoom in. A 4x3, 4 inches by 3 inches, when you do that on the canvas, then you'll be painting an 8-inch by 6-inch canvas. So your canvas should be plenty big enough, and it would just be double the size. If you do the 5x3, that's a little bit, depending on your design, you would double that to a 10x6. A 10x8, I think, should fit on your canvas too. So you can play around with these proportions, but we would just have to make sure that they would fit on your canvas. So I'm recommending either the square, because that could be literally any square as long as all of your sides are the same length, or the 4x3. Those will be the easiest to kind of duplicate and make sure you get the right proportions. So once you're happy with how it looks, using these bars can help you center. So think about the rule of thirds here. For mine, it might make more sense to line up some of my design so it's not right in the middle. That can be a little bit boring, but instead to think about my focal point and lining them up so that they're lined up on these grid lines that you see. So if I take this part and put it along the grid line on the left and kind of show some of the end, I actually like that a lot better than when it's just right in the center. It's a little bit more interesting. So play around with your composition a little bit as you're getting all set up. I think I like it right there. So then when I'm done, I'll hit done. And then I'll be able to paint just from the screen on my iPad. Now I'll make another video for how can I make a grid on my photo really easily. Just in case you wanted to make a simple grid on your canvas to your as well as on your picture, just to help you start lining up and drawing everything into proportion. I'll show that in the next video.